Yeah, good morning everyone. So yesterday we learnt about some string functions and boolean type. So in primitive types, so you have a number and a string and a boolean. So we will see one example how we can use boolean types and how do we work with them, right? Now we will see one example with boolean. Let's finish these two basic type also. Null type already we learned. In prompt I explained, if you are not supplying a value, then what it will return? It will return null, right? So undefined type, null and undefined, these are the types. What is undefined? Undefined means a variable is declared but value is not supplied into it. Then it is called undefined. So two basic types more. We have null type. Null type is nothing but simple, already we learned. What is it? So it specifies that value is not supplied into given reference during runtime. Then actually it will give null. So we already saw one example. let some username is equal to prompt. So enter name. So what prompt will do? It will return a simple condition if username is equal to null. If username is returning null, what does that means? Document.write, it means that you cancelled. Understood? Cancelled. Already this example I showed you. Otherwise, there is some value, we will print that value. Document.write, what is it? Hello, and that username, whatever username is there. Yeah, so this is null type. Already we discussed about null type. One more data type in primitive type is undefined type. Undefined is nothing but, so it specifies that value is not defined. Value is not defined. That means variable is declared, but value is not defined. So if variable is declared and value is not defined, means not assigned, then it is undefined. We will verify like this actually. How? Actually, so var name is equal to some name. Var price is equal to price and there is no value defined. And if you try to print that now, document.write, we have name, whatever name is. And in the next line, we have price and whatever price is. If there is no price, then what will happen? It is going to return it as undefined. Undefined means there is no value into it. That is undefined. So if you are not defining any value, why? Because that is defined later. Currently, my responsibility only to declare price. Price will be later assigned. In that case, we have to write a condition. If price is equal to undefined. If price is undefined, then what should happen? Should not print price. Document.write, we will print what? Only name. Whatever name is there, we will print. If it is not undefined means else it will print both name and price. That means now what happens? It will verify price defined or not. It will not print the price. If later when you supply some value into price, that means price is equal to some value you supplied into it, then it is going to print that price. If there is no value supplied into it, then it is not going to print it. So undefined is to verify whether a variable contains value or not. So if variable don't have a value, then it will return undefined. So if variable is not having any value assigned or initialized, then it returns what? Undefined. It returns undefined. So example is this. A simple example I will copy here. This is example. So two basic data types are there. One is null type, another one is undefined type. So here in interviews, one more question is asked actually. So in interviews, question regularly comes is, what is difference between undefined and not defined? Are both same? Undefined and not defined both are not same. Actually, undefined means value is not defined, and not defined means variable not declared. If variable is not there and you are trying to use it, then it will return error, and that error is called not defined. Undefined means variable is there but value is not there. Undefined means variable is present but value is not present. Not defined means variable not there. For example, suppose here I am printing one more here. In the next line, I am printing stock. Stock is equal to, I am saying stock. Is there a variable called stock? No. Then what will happen? It will return stock as what? Not defined. That means you see here, I run this. Go to inspect. In inspect, you go to inspect, you go to console. In console, actually, here we haven't written a logic now. We will print price also. Some value is supplied. Okay. Now see what happens. It will show that stock not defined. It will say stock not defined. That means there is a difference between not defined and undefined. Not defined and undefined. Undefined means variable is present, value is not there. And not defined means variable itself not there and you are trying to use it. That is not defined. That is actually the basic difference between undefined and not defined, right? That is important. So that is difference between undefined and not defined. This is one example actually. So suppose we have LET price. So then what it contains? So and document dot write price is equal to plus price. So now what it will return? It will return undefined. Suppose we are printing document dot write stock is equal to plus stock. There is no declaration of stock. Then it says stock not defined. That's how it will show. So that is how primitive types are defined and used. So what are all the primitive types? Number type, string type, boolean type, null and undefined. Let's see one example now. How to work with these boolean strings, numbers and all. One simple example we will see. So we will create one example. I will create a new some KFC form.html. Some KFC form I am using. Let's copy some pictures here. Some pictures in public images. I will copy some images and put them here from my computer. I have some images here. Let's copy some images. Okay. Yeah. Some images I have from internet related to KFC website. I copied those here. Okay, right. Now I am designing a page here. In this, we will use complete bootstrap. Title I will give as KFC online order. So here we will put a link. Relation is equal to style sheet and href is node modules, bootstrap dist css, bootstrap.css. Okay. Link relation is style sheet. href is equal to node modules. And here we have bootstrap icons, font bootstrap icons.css. In the body, we will link the script. To use complete bootstrap, you know what to link. Script source is node modules. jQuery, in jQuery what? Dist jQuery.js. One more you need. Script node modules, bootstrap. In bootstrap dist js, bootstrap bundle.js. Okay. Now here I am defining some style. Style, I will give some body, some background color as some maroon, like this I given. That is the background color, and let's keep the color as white. And in this, in the header, we have a header. Image source is public images, and in that some KFC top PNG. So width 100%, height as some 150. Actually, this is the image at the top. Right, we have that image at the top defined there. Okay. We'll do here, yeah, this is the original size of that page. 180, suppose. Okay, that's fine. Now below this, what we are doing here is, we will create a section. And in the section, we will keep a container div. And here we are giving a simple option like class. We will put an class called accordion. We learned accordion in Bootstrap. So what is the order for accordion? Accordion will have an ID as order form. Okay. What is the order? How to design accordion? Accordion contains, inside accordion there is order, na? Accordion contains a container. In that we have to define accordion item. Am I right? Accordion item. We have to define accordion item. In item, sections will be there. What is the section? We will have a section called, accordion header. Accordion header. In accordion header, we will put a button. You can make this button as accordion button, but I will do here. So customer details, and I will not give this as accordion button. I will just keep it as ordinary button. BTN danger and W100. So that is the accordion button we have. Customer details is the button, accordion button. Okay, this is not given as accordion button, it is just having. What's next? After the accordion header, we need, so class, we need accordion. Accordion what? Collapse. We need to have collapse. Accordion collapse. Accordion collapse, this will have an ID. What is that ID? Customer. Now this will have a container. We will put a class called accordion body. Okay. In this accordion body, we will keep a simple data list with data term. This is customer name and a text box. Input type is equal to text. ID txt name and a class form control. And another data term is mobile. And data definition input type is equal to text. Class is form control and ID is txt mobile. Now what should happen here is that should open when button is clicked. Then what you have to do? So on this button, data BS target. Data BS target is what? Hash customer. Data BS toggle. Toggle what? Collapse. We have to collapse, right? That is what it will open here. Customer name and mobile. When user clicks on that, it will open those details, right? Yeah. Now here, so here I am giving like show. That means it will display every time. So on button click, it will hide. Whenever you want, you can open this. One more option is this collapse should have data BS parent. Parent is accordion ID. Accordion ID is what? Order form. We know how to design accordions. That if you don't give every collapse is independent. So because accordion means one collapsed, another will open. Mutex like mechanism we want, right? This is customer detail. Okay. Below this customer detail, so this is item finished. Okay, just I keep comments here. Otherwise, lot of confusion in the code. Comments, HTML comments, exclamation, angle exclamation, double hyphen. These are considered as comments. So you can write here, suppose this is customer details. Okay, yeah. Now another comment I will give here. So this is suppose meal in details. Actually here we will keep another div class. This is another accordion item. So that is accordion item. This will have a div class accordion header. And in this we have a button. So meal, select your meal. So select your meal. And it will have class BTN and BTN danger and W100. Now below this we will put a class. This is accordion collapse, and we will have collapse. Okay, it will have an ID. ID is actually mail. Data BS parent. Parent is hash. That is order form. Order form. Yes, order form. Okay. In this we have div and the class accordion body. In the accordion body we will create a div class as row. In the two divs we given, this class is call and another div, this class is another column. Two columns are present. In this we will create a div, this class as card. Inside the column we are designing a card, and in this we have an image source public images, so some OMG1. So class name is card image top, and the height is some 160 or 150. And below this we have a div class as card body or header. Yeah, header. In this we will see a heading. Just we'll say OMG some what is it, burger, like this I am giving. Fine. Below this we will keep another div, the class card footer, and here we will keep a heading 3, and here we will keep an input type is equal to radio. So here we will define as ampersand hash 8377 semicolon, and here 120, like this. That is a card footer. We have the card footer radio. Now this is one card in one column. Copy another card in another column. So in second column we have another card. This is OMG2. Here we said some roller, and here we will say 100 is the price. Actually this is meal. So data BS target is hash meal. Data BS toggle is collapse. So here you have two options: customer details, select mail. When I say select mail, it will open this. We have two options here to display. So I will keep the image height 250 is large, but it's okay. Now I say select your mail, it will display those details. And here I can choose the mail. Out of these two, only one should be selected. Right? User can choose any one mail. Customer details, it will display, and mail details you can choose. So out of two radios, one should be selected. So many things. Radio will have a name called mail. Same name we have to give here also. Name is what? Mail. Now, when you select the radio, its name should be collected. That means this radio will have a value. Value is, this is OMG burger. That is the name of that meal. So when otherwise, what radios will submit? We learnt in forms concept. If you don't define value, where radios will submit a word called on. Remember that? That's why I said without HTML you can't do any JavaScript. Right? Without proper knowledge of HTML, you can't practically crack any interview. Only JavaScript will not do anything. because if you don't know what is the value, what is the type of HTML elements, how you will deal? You need to remember all this. If value is not there for radio, what it will submit on, right? So that is the reason every radio must need a value. This value I will give as OMG. This is what? Roller. Okay. Now, how to access these radios and verify whether they selected or not? For that, we will use a separate ID. This is OPT burger. And another one ID is OPT roller. Now this is good. So now one more is for radios, we will put a class called form check input. And here also class form check input. We know these are the classes for radios, and you can select a mail now. I can choose this or either this. Right now, out of these two, one is selected. That's fine. Okay. Here user can enter the details, and here user can select the mail, what mail they want. Next important is finish. This one is done. This is mails related details. Okay. Now we will add another accordion, that is add-ons. Add-ons. I will create another container. Same class. This is accordion. Accordion. Yeah. Accordion item. And in this accordion item, div class accordion header. In this header, again a button. Select add-ons. Select add-ons. I am giving like this. So class BTN and BTN danger, BTN danger, BTN danger. Yeah, W100. And below this header, we will keep class accordion collapse. So the ID is add-on. Okay. Database parent is a hash. It will be order form. Okay. This will have a collapse. Okay. Next, in this, we will create div class accordion body. Accordion body. And this button database target is a hash add-on. Database toggle is what? Collapse. In the body, we will again design a div class row. In this div, the class call. Another div, the class is call. Now again here, same type of card I will keep. Like this one card I will keep, but here some change will be in the card. So a card we are adding here. This card have images, some wings. Okay. And here we return the text as some hot wings. And here I am defining, instead of radio button, so here I will keep a checkbox now, because user can select more than one. Suppose I given here 60. So input type is equal to checkbox. ID as OPT wings. So no need of name. Value is suppose hot wings. Okay, and we will have class form check input. Input. This is one checkbox we are having. Its price is 60 some. Now another card we are designing here. Copy and paste the card. This will be some fries. Okay, fries. What else we have? I have wings. We have like crusher. Okay. Now here we are defining. So crusher brownie. Okay, and here checkbox OPT crusher. So value is crusher brownie. Okay, and its cost is some 40. Fine. These are all the details we have. So this is all the details we are having. And after this, in the bottom, I will put here a button. So class BTN danger and W100 and say place order. Okay, this is all the button we are having. Now user can enter the details like customer name and mobile. User will enter customer name and mobile. After that, select meal. User can select any one meal. After that, user will select add-ons. Add-ons, user can select both, or user can select any one, or user can not both also. He will not select both or any one or both. That depends. So now here user is selecting. After that, when we click on place order, I want a pop-up to display the order summary. Order summary means here lot of work is there. Order summary means which item they selected, their name, their mobile, and what is the meal they selected, and what is the add-ons they selected, and how much cost. Total bill summary must display. So then how do we handle the calculations now? Depending on what meal they selected, depending on what add-ons they selected, and place order should display that. Let's see. Let's write a logic first here. Below this place order button, we will create a div and the class model. You know, it have an ID as bill. Okay, this model, how to design a model, we know class, we have model dialog. And we have a div class as what model content. And we have a div, what is it, class model header. In this model header, we will keep a button. So class BTN close and data BS dismiss. Dismiss is equal to model. And here in the header, we will keep a heading saying that your bill summary. Okay, and here we will keep div class is equal to model body. Inside model body data list data term. Here we want to display customer name. And beside that data definition and the class, this class we will keep as row as call 3. And for this we will put the class as call 9 and ID is LBL name because their customer name should display. Same another one. In another one we have mobile and here LBL mobile. Okay, next we have meal name. Which meal they selected. and we have LBL meal. Okay, another one is add-on name. Add-on name. Add-ons are simply add-ons. What are add-ons? Okay. Add-ons, LBL add-on. Okay. Next, bill summary. That means total. Total how much? So LBL total. That's what we need to do. And this model will keep a div, and let's keep a class model footer, and we have a button class as BTN and BTN some primary and say OK. And here also data BS dismiss as model. When this model should pop up when user clicks this place order button, data BS target is equal to hash bill. Data BS toggle is equal to model. This is all our bootstrap knowledge. User will enter the name, mobile, user will select a mail they want, user will select the add-ons they want. After that place order, this pop-up should come. All color is white because entire body we give in white. We'll do one thing. Text dark. It will be fine. All right. Header also. I will keep text primary. Then it will give the details there. That will be better. Because entire body I given as white, right? Now what should happen? We need to collect these details. Customer name and details and all we need to display. Again changing, just I will give customer, right? Now this is all the details to display beside. Now what should happen is I will keep model as a fade, okay? Then it will pop up slowly and display. Now on the button click, place order button click, already pop-up is coming. In addition to that, we need to calculate all the functionality. So we need to write logic for which button? Place order. So let's go to place order. Where is it? Yeah, this is place order. Here we have to write on click. On click is what? Order click. So let's write the function here now. Top. And here we need to write script. So in the script, first basic function, order click. On order click, everything should happen. First, how you will collect the customer name and display. That's very simple. So just what you have to do, document get element by ID, LBL name dot inner HTML is equal to document dot get element by ID txt name dot value. That is simple. Whatever value is in customer text box, the value is displayed inside the label. Okay. Document get element by ID LBL mobile dot inner HTML is equal to document get element by ID txt mobile dot value. Okay na? These two are simple. But now I need to get some details like what is the meal name, what is the meal cost, what is add-on name, what is add-on cost, right? So here we are declaring variable. Meal name is a string and meal cost is a number. Initially it is 0. And add-on name is also a string. And add-on cost is a number. These are all the details. Now what should be the meal name? That depends on which radio button they selected. That means we have to collect two radio buttons. Two radio buttons. One is burger radio. How to collect the burger radio button? Document get element dot id opt burger. This is burger radio. Similarly, we have some roller radio. Document get element by id opt roller. That is radio button. Two radio buttons are there. Now we have to collect two checkboxes also. We have to collect two checkboxes also. What is the checkbox? Wings checkbox. How to collect? Document dot get element by id opt wings. Okay. Another one is crusher checkbox. Document get element by id opt crusher. Right. Now here first we will write radios related logic. If burger radio dot checked, that means if burger is selected, then what should happen? We have to collect the name and store in meal name. Am I right? That means meal name is equal to burger radio dot value. Am I right? Whatever value you kept. So whatever value is there, that is stored as meal name. And what is the meal cost? Meal cost is 120. That is the standard cost we mentioned for it. Okay, that is fine. You should not write else. Why? Because you have to write another if again. Why we should not write else? If user selects roller radio, it will first check burger radio and come to roller. Why you are doing that? Time waste. That means you are wasting the time of compiler by checking extra if it is not necessary at all. So if roller radio dot checked, what should happen? Meal name is equal to roller radio dot value. And out of these two, only one will work because both are radios, right? In that case, meal cost is equal to 100. So radios ready. That is the name. Now let's go checkbox. If user selects the checkbox, remember these are Boolean types. Actually, what checked equal to what you have to do? True. No need to do that because if it is selected, it will return true. So that is the reason directly we are accessing. This will return true, right? Yeah. Now what about checkbox? Let's go to the checkbox now. So here, if wings checkbox dot checked. If wings checkbox is checked, what should happen? Add-on cost, add-on name is equal to wings checkbox dot value. Checkbox value will come. And one more option is here. Before they selecting the wings checkbox, if they selected crusher, then add-on name crusher will be there, which is removed, and this will be added. That means add-on name, previously they selected crusher, it will be removed and it will add this one. But add-ons, they can select more than one. In that case, we have to use plus equal. This is add and assign. Add and assign means if already any information is present inside it, keep it and add this new information. Otherwise, if any previous information is there, it will remove and add this new one. That means only the last selected add-on name will be there. But we want all the add-on names, previous also. So without removing the existing add-on name, add the new, because user can choose more than one here. Right. And put a BR. We'll put a BR will be better because every new item will be next line. Okay, what about cost? Add-on cost. Add-on cost is equal to 60. Now what should happen? This cost must be added to meal cost. It should be added to meal cost, but already in meal cost some cost is there. Then what we have to do is meal cost. So meal cost is equal to meal cost plus add-on cost. That means already whatever meal cost is there, to that add-on will be added. Otherwise it will replace, right? That is done. Now the same for the second checkbox also you have to do. So if what is it? Crusher checkbox dot checked. Then add-on name is equal to, so plus equal to crusher checkbox dot value plus BR. And after that, so add-on cost is equal to 40. And meal cost is equal to meal cost plus add-on cost. This is again added. So that means without disturbing the existing details, the new details are added. Now we need to print these details. So document get element by ID LBL meal dot inner HTML. We have to print meal name there, whatever meal name we selected. So document dot get element by ID LBL. What is another we have? So we have add-on dot inner HTML is inner HTML is equal to add-on name. Add-on name should display. And document dot get element by ID LBL total. Total. Where is the total amount? Inner HTML. It is present in meal cost. Understood? Total amount is in meal cost. This we will put with a string. Okay. That is nothing but ampersand hash 8377 semicolon like this. That is meal cost. Now you can see here. So I entered the name, mobile number, select the meal. Meal is, we selected 120 burger. And I click place order. I am not selecting any add-ons. Then it will show that. The name, mobile, meal name is burger and total is 120. And suppose I went to add-ons and selected hot wings and place order. Then here hot wings and cost is 180. 120 plus 60. And I selected brownie also. Then click place order. Then it will be add-ons hot wings and brownie. It is 220. Now I removed hot wings and click place order. Then it will be 160. Add-on is only brownie. I changed the meal name as roller and place order. Meal name is roller and brownie and it is 140. 140. And I am not selecting both of these, then it will display only 100. I am selecting both of them, then it will display both hot wings and crusher. That depends on how you choose the options. So this is an example to work with all different data types. We have a string, we have a number, we have a boolean. Right? Boolean is nothing but what? Checkbox. That is checkbox. So our radio buttons, what checkbox and radio buttons will do? They will return true or false. So we are just using checked, means it will return true. So here one more option you have seen. This is add and assign. If you don't give add and assign, only the latest one will be stored. So you need to keep the existing and add the new one, right? So this is the simple example for dealing with the Boolean types, right? These are all general basic level examples when you are learning data types, right? So this I will post as an example. Based on this, I will give you one task you have to try. Right, one task I will give you, you have to try based on this. This is example of KFC form. So this is the KFC form. The complete example is here. Now based on this, you have to design another one. One task I will give you. So the task for you is, so you have to create a hotel registration form. Hotel registration form. You need to create a hotel registration form. I will give you the screen. You try to design that. Just layout I will give you. And I will tell you the code scenario you have to design. Actually, the form, this is the form you have to design. This is the layout you have to create. This layout you have to create. The hotel registration form, it will have customer info, room type, amenities and all. In that first category, customer info, this is input type text for name, input type date for date. User can select a date, user can select number of days, number up and down will be there, and total number of persons. After that, user can select room type. You put pictures, user can choose any one. And user can choose amenities, both or any one or nothing. Check boxes. Same like our add-ons here. But here extra is advance amount. It is mandatory to enter advance amount. If advance amount not entered, place order should not work. Register should not work. That means you have to verify whether there is a value inside it or not. You can verify empty. Right? Now, important, they have to enter advance amount. Here, if they select deluxe room, its cost is 2,500 per day. If they selected suite room, it will be 4,000 per day. That means they have to select total number of days. Suppose they selected total number of days 2. That means 2 into suite room per day 4,000. That means 2 into 4,000. Understood? Not only that, every add-on per day it is AC 1,000 per day and locker 300 per day. That means on that room cost extra per day 1,000. That means they selected suite rooms with AC. Then what will happen? Per day it will be 5,000. They selected 2 days. Then it will be 5,000 into 2. Not only that, here one more is, if number of persons are more than 2, up to 2, no change, no problem. If number of persons are more than 2, That means you selected number of persons 3. How many extra persons? 1 extra person. For every extra person on entire room cost 1000 extra. If 2 extra persons, then entire room cost 2000 extra. Right? And very important, whatever total amount comes, it should be subtracted by advance. Subtracted by advance, and it should show balance amount in the list. That means when the user clicks register, these details should come. What is his name? What is mobile or date? How many days? How many persons? What room type he selected? What amenities he selected? How much advance he paid? And how much balance he need to pay? These all details need to display. So you have to try this. Can you try? It's not easy. It may look easy, but it is not so easy. Because a lot of logic is there here to handle extra cost. Because if it is not extra cost, it is easy. Same like KFC form, nothing special to do. But here, if more than 2 people are there, how many extra people are there? That count we have to get correctly. Based on that, we have to calculate. You try to do this. And I want good interface, good user interface. It's not necessary that you have to design like a KFC form only. I want a good interface. That means in your way you design. But functionality must be this. Functionality must be this. So don't exactly duplicate like a KFC form. Means user interface. You design, you see several hotel websites, see their forms and try to design that interface like here. The header images and bottom here, room related images, amenity related images, and all the pop-up should come. When register click, pop-up should come. In that, the summary should display. That's what you need to design, right? This is task for you. This page I will upload into Classroom, right? By seeing that you should able to design. Okay. So this is one simple example of understanding the primitive types. What are all the primitive types and how to deal with them, right? Next important, we have another category of data types. We have what? Non-primitive types. Primitive types. What are non-primitive types means actually? Difference is very simple. Actually, non-primitive is nothing but non-primitive types means they are mutable types. They are mutable types. What is meant by mutable? Mutable means their structure can change dynamically. Dynamically. It can change dynamically. That means there is no fixed range for values. That means value range varies according to memory available. Value range will be changing according to memory available. That's what actually non-primitive types. So they don't have a fixed range for value. Value range will be changing. And actually JavaScript non-primitive types. Non-primitive types are, we have an array type, we have an object type, and we have a map type. These will come under the category of non-primitive types. Non-primitive means array, object, and maps. So what are they? We will see. So what is array type, object, and map. So we will see how to handle it. Generally, first important, here we have array type. We have an array. Actually, arrays in computer programming are used. Arrays in computer programming are used to reduce overhead and complexity. That is the main purpose of array. So, what is the purpose of arrays in computer programming? In computer programming, array purpose is reducing overhead and complexity. Actually, at different technologies level, you will learn in different ways. Generally, when you are learning C, C++, Java, .NET and all, there you will learn arrays are similar type values. Arrays are used to store similar type of values, which is wrong. Arrays are not similar type of values in every technology. That is in that technology, not every technology. So better you say in C, in C++, in Java, array is similar type. Don't say array is similar type. Because wherever array is used, it is not used as similar type. Array can handle different types also. Array can handle different types also. Only your technology restricts array for same type, not every technology. For example, actually array can store various types of values. So generally, I will show you here a simple. Suppose I am defining here. So where values is an array. I have 10, I have A, I have true. These are not same type values. These are different types of values. I am printing them, values. And you can see these values are printed here. That means A, 10 and true. So if anybody says arrays are similar type of values, it is proved wrong. It is proved wrong. These are not similar type values. 10 is a number, A is a string, and true is a boolean. Then if array is not similar type of value, then what is the purpose of array? Actually, the main purpose of array is to reduce overhead. That is the main purpose of array. What is meant by overhead? I will show you one simple example. Actually, overhead means, suppose in early days, electronic devices, that means in the early days, electronic devices, data is stored in a magnetic tape. Data is stored in a magnetic tape. We have a magnetic tape. Data is stored in magnet tape. You know, VCR tape recorders. I am talking about the situation before CD. Before floppy. Even computer used magnet tapes. You may not know computers at that time. Right? So, but computers also runs on magnet tapes earlier. Later, computers started floppy disks, CDs, hard disks and all. Actually, magnet tape, in a magnet tape, what happens? Data is stored in this way. In a binary form, data is stored. And actually, there will be a read-write pin like this. That means usually we will have a read-write head. This is a read-write head actually. This head is pressed to this magnet tape and the tape will rotate. That means head is going to read in order. That is the reason when you are using tape recorders, VCRs and all, if you want to play previous song, then you have to rewind and play. You cannot directly play a song which one you want. There is no chance. Earlier we have to listen sequence only. Because all data is in sequential order, stored in a sequential order. This is the point. Problem started. This is not a problem. This is good. Everything is fine. Problem started when we started using disks. Floppy, CD, hard disks, when they came, one of the main problem with the disk is inside the disk, data is stored in like this tracks and sectors. Inside the disk, data is stored in tracks and sectors. Like this, a disk contains tracks and sectors inside. Floppy, CD, hard disk, everything. It will contain tracks and sectors like this. Now what you don't know is in these tracks and sectors how data is stored. What you don't know is in these tracks and sectors how data is stored is actually there will be a read-write pin here. There will be a read-write pin. A read-write arm will be there. This arm is attached to a spindle. What happens is this arm will move like this. Disk will be rotating round. That means now data, how it is stored, I will show you. Data, it is stored in this way. 1 and 2 and 3. After that, disk will rotate. Then it will store 4 and 5 and 6. Like this it will store. Data is not stored in a spiral way. It is not stored in a spiral way. It is stored in this manner. Actually, you see, this is the hard disk, how it looks like inside. This is hard disk internal part, inside hard disk. Inside hard disk, it looks like this. Now, in this hard disk, you can see actually this is a spindle. And actually, this is a arm. This is the arm actually. That is the arm. This is the arm actually. And this is fixed. Arm is fixed. This arm is going to move like this. Understood? That means arm is moving in this way. Means it will be in this way. It is moving. It will be moving in this direction, like left and right. Now this CD is attached to this spindle. Disk is attached to the spindle. Disk rotates round. That means now how the data will store? Data will store 1, it will store 2, it will store 3, it will store 4 like this. Disk will be rotating, arm will be moving like a wiper. Due to this, what happens is actually in this, what will happen actually is this arm, so whatever the arm is that this arm, this one will go here and from there again it will come in this direction. Now what happens is if sometimes it stored 1 and 2 and 3 is left empty. That means nothing is stored. It stops. Next day, when you start writing, what will happen? This arm will come. This data already filled. Then it will not continue. Here it will see it is already filled. Then it will go here. From there it will start now. That means it cannot go to this empty place directly. Due to that, what happens is space is present, but you cannot use. This problem is called overhead. This problem is there even today. Even today, every electronic device faces overhead problem. That means, what do you think? You are utilizing all 20 GB, 50 GB in your phone? No, never. You can never use complete GB of your disk. Not possible at all. Right? Because some space is allocated for system tables, so many things will be there. And important is actually, generally, this empty containers where space is there but you can't store data, we have to push all empty one side and use another side. For that, in every computer, there will be an option called disk defragmentation. This is disk defragmentation. You people may not know this because these days in the computers, this internally runs every few hours or every day or weekly once or twice. It runs internally. This command runs internally. This defragment, you see, frequency is weekly. That means weekly it is running. Actually, if you have used 10 years back computers, I am talking about Windows XP like operating system and all, we have to run this defragmentation regularly. That means you pause this defragmentation for 5 days. On 6th day, it will say memory full, memory full. That means space is there, but you cannot utilize the space. Then if you run this defragmentation, what will happen? It will move unused sectors one side and used sectors another side. So this problem is called overhead. That problem is called overhead. To overcome this problem, in computer programming, arrays are introduced. Arrays are introduced to overcome the problem of overhead. Earlier, we don't have arrays. Arrays started into computer programming only after floppy CDs and hard disks. Earlier, we don't have arrays. We don't need arrays at all. Arrays started into computer programming. What is specialty about array? Array can store values in a sequential order. Sequential order. If array can store values in sequential order, then what will happen? Arrays can store values in sequential order and reduce overhead. They can reduce overhead. Another point is array can store multiple values under one name, and can reduce complexity. So the main purpose of array is not storing same type values. The main purpose of array is to reduce overhead and to reduce complexity. How arrays will reduce overhead? How arrays will reduce overhead? By storing values in a sequential order. How arrays can reduce complexity? By storing many values in one name. What is point is, array can store various types of values, which cannot be done in other technologies. Some technologies cannot allocate different types of memory in order. That is the reason they restricted array to same type. Java, C++, .NET, all these technologies, they restrict array to same type because they can't handle different types. The drawback and problem of your technology, you are learning as a definition. That is unfortunate. Understand? The drawback and problem of your technology, you have as a definition. That is your problem and drawback of technology. that it cannot store different types. That is the reason those technologies have a separate concept called collections. But we don't need collections if array is able to store different types. That's the reason in JavaScript there will be no collections, but you can do all the collections work also. That means one array can have everything, can manage everything. Now another question is, why it is called array? Another point also there. Actually, array can store various type of values. Array size can change dynamically. This also you will get as a definition in many technologies. Many technologies will teach you that array size cannot be changed. That is their technology problem. Array size can be changed. So JavaScript can use array in a more better way than any other technology. Right? So because, for example, see here, generally, suppose I have values here. We have values. We have values array. In that, see, we are storing new array. Into that, I am giving the size 2. Array size how much? 2. I am using values of 0, 10, values of 1, 20, values of 2, 30, like this. So values of 3, I am using 40, values of 4, 50. That means you are allocating 2 and you are storing 4. Any other technology will show an error. They will say that index is out of range. But in JavaScript, it allows. That means many technologies will teach you that array size cannot be changed dynamically. That is the problem in that technology. That is not the definition of array. Array size can be changed dynamically. Your technology cannot change array, then you cannot make it as a definition for everybody. Right? That means always better to say my Java arrays are similar type. My .NET arrays are similar type. My Java array size cannot be changed. My .NET array size cannot be changed. Don't say array size cannot be changed. Because in many software technologies, array size can be changed. Array can store different types of values. Why it is called array? What is the meaning of array? For example, suppose we have a concept like stack. Stack. That means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stack means last one goes in. The first one that gets out. Last in, first out. That means which one will come first? 6 will come. This is stack mechanism. So we have a queue mechanism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one will come? First one. First one goes in, the first one comes out. For example, a bank token system, it uses queue mechanism. Queue mechanism. First person goes, get the token 1, he will be the first person called. Right? Suppose you have browser history. Browser history. How browser history looks? The latest visited page will be at the top. Last in, first out. That is stack. Array. Stack is also collection of sequence order. Queue is also sequence order. What is array? Array is also sequence order, but allows random access. Arranged sequentially, but allows random access. Best example of array is your keyboard. Keyboard is an array. What is the order of keys in array? A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L. Will I have to use in the same order? But keyboard is in an order, but we can access any random order. It is an array. Keyboard is an array. So that means they are in order, but we don't access in order. It can allow random. Arranged in sequential order. That is for its memory it needs, but accessing your wish. You cannot ask why ABCD are not in order on a keyboard. Why here and there they are scrambled. That is to manage the memory correctly. And you can access in your own way. Because to handle the memory, they are arranged in that sequence. But while you access, you don't need to follow the same sequence. You can access from anywhere. That is the example of an array. So array means arranged in sequential, but accessed in random. That is the concept of array. Now, how to declare arrays, how to use arrays practically with some examples we will see. That we'll see in tomorrow's session. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue about arrays. Right.